going on, guys? It's DeMarco. In this video, we're going to talk about TTM Squeeze, a momentum indicator that can help you in your trading. Let's get into it. So we're in TradingView, and I already added TTM Squeeze to the chart here. You can go up to indicators and just type in TTM Squeeze, and there it is. And I believe this is only available on the paid version of TradingView. Now, at the bottom here, you'll see this histogram kind of added here. Just click the gearbox and change the colors however you want. It was like really dark before, but I changed it to make more sense for me. Now, a couple things, right? So it's a momentum indicator, and it's really showing us when the momentum is gaining speed, when it's squeezing higher, and also when it's hit its peak and it's about to come lower. So let's take a look down here at Tesla back in November timeframe. So we can see this yellow line, these yellow histogram lines here, is starting to get lower and lower and lower, and then coming to this zero line here. Now, what does that mean? It basically means that the downside momentum is slowing down or coming to a halt, and it's possibly going to change to the upside momentum. So right here, we see the neutral line at zero here, and then it turns to this light blue color, and that's on this bar here. So it's our first sign that we're about to be in an uptrend, or it's about to start pushing higher. Now, as it gets higher and higher, these lines get longer and longer. Now, when the line changes color, you can see that this is an indication that the momentum might have stopped here. It's not always the case. It could come down and then go back up again, like in this scenario where Tesla came up to about 650. The momentum stopped, and there was this big candle coming down here, and then it kind of leveled off for a little while up until December, and then right here is where we started to squeeze up again. From January 4th, we squeezed up even more. We have a little bit of resistance up here, but then we squeezed up a little bit more, and then we finally have a number of candles going, or a number of lines on the histogram showing us that the color is changing and it's possibly going down. So this is another indication of the change in momentum. Now, a couple things: you can actually short it, a stock, or whenever the color changes, that's very aggressive, or you can wait until there's actually a positive or negative momentum. So in this case, if we look right here on February 8th, we can see that the color is starting to change to red here. We're about to see some downside momentum. Now, on top of that, on this third red bar right here, we see that there's also the crossover on the Tenkan Sen and the Kaijin Sen and the Ichimoku. So, and we're in a supply zone. So this was another indication to me that we're about to see it drop even lower, because there's no indication that there's no yellow bars here indicating that it's going to go higher. So I believed it was going to go lower, and that's when I took the short position here. One last thing, guys, is the volume profile on the right here. I also add this to my chart, and I almost forgot to talk about this, but this is basically how my chart looks. I use the Ichimoku cloud, I use the TTM Squeeze, I use the volume profile and the point of control. I covered this in the previous video, so if you guys didn't see the earlier in this trading series, definitely go and check that video out. But this is really how my my chart looks the majority of the time. I plot out the supply and demand zones and see where I want to enter and exit a trade. And if you look at the volume profile, right, at this level here back in February, what I was looking at was the volume of sellers versus the volume of buyers. So on the top left, you can actually see how many buyers and sellers there are. Now, I know there's dark pool orders, there's a lot of different things. Maybe this, is not the exact accurate number here, but just by looking at it, we have 93 million sell shares versus 79 million buy shares. So that tells me that there's a big difference there. So I think that it's going to be more selling here. So that was another thing that I looked at when I decided to buy that put option back in February. So if you started this series from the very first video, you've learned about candlestick charts, time frames, moving averages, supply and demand zones, point of control, volume profile, and Ichimoku cloud. It's a ton of information, and you guys definitely deserve a round of applause if you've gotten this far in the trading series. This is really just a starting point for you. Final thoughts here, guys. I've been studying trading since 2017, but I really started trading last year very aggressively with the current market conditions. Now, It took me a lot of time to learn all this information, to practice it, and actually be profitable in trading for the past year. And I think that I can attribute that to my aggressive nature to continue to learn. So if any of you are out there and you're like, man, I don't know, like, is this for me or not? Just continue to learn, get involved in some trading groups. There's plenty of them on Discord. There's plenty of courses that you can take. Not all of them are great, but certainly some of them open up different communities to you that can help you in your trading journey. Otherwise, just stick to YouTube and Google and different resources that you find online and to help you self-educate yourself more in this industry. It's also worth mentioning that I actually don't trade full-time. I trade on the side. I have a full-time job, and this is something that I enjoy doing. I like to watch the markets, learn about the different markets, and see how the financial system is all interlinked together. All right, guys, that's enough rambling. If you guys have any questions, hit me up in the comments below. I'm definitely going to answer some questions if you guys have them. Also, I'll post some resources that I have or other YouTube channels that have really helped me along the way. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm going to post more videos on things that I learn in trading and multiple different markets. I trade the stock market, Forex market, cryptocurrency market, the futures market. I have a lot of information that I could definitely create some videos on. So stay tuned for more videos. I hope to see you guys in the next video. Take care.